Welcome, guys. Thank you for supporting me by purchasing my Oakland Raiders defensive ebook. By far my best defense I'm going to be releasing this year. I'm going to be releasing a couple more, but this is the one I use in tournaments, money games, whatever the case may be. If the game matters, I'm using it. Now, I want to show you first before we break down the playbook, which is the Oakland Raiders defensive playbook, what I'm looking for on defense. Now, I'm going to use the Chiefs as an example, so if you guys like using them in regs or in your franchise, go ahead and copy these setups. At left end, I have my man, Justin Houston. At right end, I have my man, D Ford. At D tackle, I have Chris Jones and Derek Nottie, two really good power rushers. And D Ford and Justin Houston are going to be my ends because they're quick and they have good finesse move. Now, linebackers doesn't really matter. I like having Daniel Capasagun, or however you say that name, and then Breland Speaks. Now, corners, this does matter. I like having Fuller at my number 2 spot, leaving him there, and then I like having Charvarius Ward there. Both fast, both physical, both know how to hit. Doesn't really matter for the 3rd through 5 spot. Doesn't really matter at all. Now, my free safety, I like to have Tremont Smith. 93 speed, 6 foot, can't beat that. Very, very fast dude. Eric Berry, obviously, is going to be our starting strong safety. Good hit power, good speed, good pursuit, all that stuff. Now, rush left end, doesn't really matter. Just have D Ford or Justin Houston at these rush right end, rush left end. Rush D tackle, again, you want to make sure you have Nottie and Chris Jones. Chris Jones preferably number 1. And then our sub linebacker, I like to have O'Daniel, a fast linebacker, in case he ends up going in there when they're tired. And then my slot corner, that's an important position too because you want to have some good speed. Orlando Scandrick. Now, I'm going to show you a lot of setups out of this. I only use really a couple formations. I like this nickel normal, this wide 9, and then I like this 3-3-5-8. This pretty much is it. Now, I'm going to show you also a little bit of big nickel. That's about it, though. I don't really use any other formations, as you guys are going to notice. Now, my user is always going to be Lucas. In the nickel normal, I spend, I'd say, about 85 to 90% of my time in this defense. Very, very good. My other guy, it's going to be Murray. And then that's all you got to make. All you got to make sure you have is in the nickel normal, you want to have Lucas on that left side near the slot corner. And then you want to have your man, Murray, on the other side. Same thing with 3-3-5. 3-3-5, though, you want to make sure your user's in the middle. So we're going to have Lucas there. We're going to have Murray probably just right here, just chilling. And then we're going to have Watts. Watts is another really good safety. He's very physical. And you pretty much are almost done. And then you go to the wide 9. Again, Lucas. We're going to put my man Murray there, and that's it. Now, first, we're going to go over this nickel normal. And my favorite blitz out of everything is this nickel blitz. I'm going to show you because it really does hum. It screams, guys, as you guys are going to see right here. Now, versus an unblocked running back, you can do something like this baseline press, pinch your D-line, crash them down, pinch your linebackers, crash them down. Now, what I like to do against bunch is I always like to, kind of back this guy up a little bit, put this guy right here, and kind of have a coverage look over the middle. So all you're going to worry about, because you're blitzing heavy, is this area right here, the middle, and then going over this area. So right here, they're going to snap the ball. They're not going to have enough time to make a play, and boom, you end up getting the sack. Now, if they block the running back, again, you guys are going to see this is going to scream. And you can do something like this, turn it into a coverage look. I'll usually play around with my opponent right here. Just make sure, keeping them honest right here again. They are blocking a running back, as you guys see right here. Boom. And it kind of gets picked up right there, but you got to make sure your user game's A1. Again, if they block their running back, guys, it's not going to, it's not really going to matter. They have to block. They have to max protect if you're sending this blitz. They have to make sure they're doing something like that. You can also kind of turn it into a coverage look like right here. So right here, kind of just stacking the line right there. I want to make sure my man Lucas is behind there so we get that looping animation. Again, block a running back, as you guys see right there. Boom, corner comes off. We have everything bagged. It's a complete bag. Nothing else is open. Now, if they max protect, it's a very, very, very tough situation because a lot of the times when people max protect, they are really just going to go with a short, deep, and shallow route. You want to make sure that you have the perfect defense out there. And what I like to do is when they max protect, I'll bring this guy in, kind of do something like that, and boom, you guys kind of get the point. So if they max protect, as you guys see right there, boom, kind of just chilling here, making sure nothing's open. Nothing's open, everything's bagged. Eli Manning ends up eating a sack. Now, it's always the same setup for this nickel blitz. Again, I'm going to go over it one more time. You can either press out a bunch, you can, but if you want to make sure you don't have to move this linebacker to this position, you want to baseline press. So right here, baseline press, pinch my linebacker right there. And yeah, I don't know what my lineman's doing. I guess I kind of messed it up a little bit, but you want to make sure you baseline press. Because when you baseline press, he's going to stay there. He's going to go there no matter what. So what's also nice about this is if they don't block a running back or a tight end, you can do something like this. Your DN is going to come untouched here. I like the bluff blitz, or you can put him in a zone. It really is up to you if you want. You can do something like this. You know, a little hybrid coverage right there. Making sure, you know, you have the right personnel out there to play this type of zone, as you guys are going to see right there. Boom. They aren't blocking anyone. We're chilling in the gap. And the linebacker ends up pretty much looping through right there, kind of using and covering 2 routes at once. Again, it's very, very simple. If they don't block a running back, it's very, very, very easy. So like something like that right there. Boom. Hover in that gap. And you guys see, comes free, untouched for the nice sack. Excuse me. So it's a very, very effective blitz. Now, a lot of times you can make this look the same, but you can send a coverage look out of it, which is something like this, you know. Something like this. Boom. And you guys are going to notice that it just really, really ends up, you know, paying off for us, as you guys are going to see right here. Boom. Boom. And what we're going to do here is we're going to make sure he's held there, back him off a couple yards, and we're going to crash our line out. What that does is you're going to get a really, really glitchy pass rush, as you guys see right there. They're going to fight off the end. The finesse move matters, guys, and the speed, so it's really, really effective. You do that, or you can do something like this: baseline press, pinch linebackers, make your adjustments. So I'm going to turn it into another kind of cover 3 stock look, something like that. And we're going to crash our line out. When you crash your line out, you're going to get glitchy animations because they're already spread out, as you see right there. Boom, kind of get held up right there. But my man, Justin Houston, ends up fighting off that block for a nice sack. So that's the nickel blitz defense. I want to show you the cross man now. As you guys know, people love crossers in this game. Now, say, you know, they're coming out in bunch and trips tight end. What I like to do is I like to turn my auto flip on. You can go into your coach settings, but since we're in practice mode, I'm going to do that right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn my auto flip on real quick. Right there, boom. And it really is helpful. I'm going to walk you guys through it. So I'm going to kind of just call regular cover 2 and, you know, make my adjustments. And you guys are going to see how this crosser absolutely ends up killing it, as you guys see right here. Boom. We have our PA post shot. And the main crosser people always want to get open is that B route. They'll streak him. They'll do something like that. Boom. And you guys are going to see right here. Like there. Something like this right here. So, again, you guys are going to see B is going to get wide open. As you guys see right there. If I can, you know, kind of throw it. But, you know, we end up getting a glitchy pass rush again. I'm just going to show it one more time. I'll just block both these guys. As you guys are going to see right here. So, boom. Something like this right here, boom. And you guys are going to notice that B is going to get wide open. It's going to get behind the cloud, and it just, you know, it's just hard to stop. It really is. It's tough to stay with a great receiver like Odell Beckham Jr. Now, what I like to do is you guys see that on this left side, they're always going to match up when they're, you know, the auto flip is on. They're always going to match up to whatever side's the strongest. So, obviously, it's the left side. We're going to flip the play. And you guys are going to see, I'm going to hold Scandrick here. I'm going to flip it again. You have to do this fast. And basically, you can cross-man him here. Now, instead of him running, so you guys see he's manned up. Instead of him running right away to guard B and then end up getting routed up, you guys are going to notice that this is absolutely going to be bagged. And I'm just going to spy these guys as you see right here. So again, I'm going to try and do the same flood concept. Right there, boom. As you guys see right here, boom. But you're going to notice that B, he's going to wait on him. He's going to wait on him, and by the time I try to throw it, it's too late. It's too late, and he's, you know, he's just too slow, as you guys see right here. And a lot of times what I like to do is I'll put him, you know, pretty much right here on the inside. I'll shade outside, and, you know, I'll pretty much just man everyone up, just cross-man everyone. So something like this. Boom. As you guys see right here. So pretty much everyone's cross-manned. No one's going to get open, as you guys see right here. And it's just going to be a bag. It's going to be a complete bag. Again, I'm going to spy these guys so they don't get an insane rush. So, like that. As you guys see right there. It's going to wait on B. And pretty much it's a bag. It's nothing's open. Boom. Easy, easy defense. It's a very, very simple concept. Again, I'm going to do it one more time because I don't think I manned up B, to be honest. I think I forgot. So you want to flip it twice. Always make sure to flip it twice. It's easier in bunch and trip sets because it's more condensed. You know, the field is more condensed. So something like this. Boom. And we're going to shade outside. So this is what the defense is looking like, guys. You guys see, it's very, very simple. Very, very easy. Very, very, simple. Like I said, you always want to shade outside. So, boom, boom. I'm going to set it up again. Again, for those who didn't see the defense quick enough, it's something like this. Right here. Boom. That's what it's looking like. You're going to motion this guy over so he kind of, gets over. And you guys are going to see, he's going to wait on Odell. He's not going to follow him right away. He's going to stay at least, and Skandrick isn't the fastest, so, we're going to just throw that away now. But you guys kind of get the point. Skandrick isn't the fastest, but if you have a good, fast slot corner, 89 speed should be good to keep up with these receivers, in my opinion, in regs. But obviously, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, you're not staying with them. So at least try to get like 92, 93 speed to keep it reasonable. Now, that's the crossman aspect right there. Now, you guys may be asking, how am I going to stop the run out of this? Well, you can come out in any play. I'm going to be showing you guys this buck slant show too. But in any nickel normal, nickel 3-3-5, nickel wide 9, whatever the case may be, this is what I like to do to stop the run, especially if people are spamming it. And trust me, it's tough. It really is tough. So what I like to do, you can baseline press, you can do the same setups, but I like to man people up and pull them in the box. So right here, I'm going to man him up, boom. And you guys are going to notice right here, I'm going to try to shoot the gap. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of hold LT and shoot the gap right there. As you see right there, it's completely bagged. Eric Berry, I'm going to go in instant replay, ends up making the play. Now, if we don't do all that, you can man up a couple people, will still work. But if we kind of commit to the run like this, you guys see, I clogged that left hole. And you see our nickel blitzer is coming in to finish the job. Eric Berry's coming off the block. Nobody's blocking him. He's going to end up making a play at the line of scrimmage. It's a very, very easy concept. It's very, very simple. And Saquon maybe gets a decent 3 yards at best there. But overall, he's not going to be gaining too much yards. So again, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to kind of just show you a different setup, something like this. Just bring him in the box here, and you could use this guy if you want. What I like to do with nickel is I like to, shoot the gap like right there, kind of get around. But you see, there's nowhere to run. All the holes are being plugged because we're manning people up and we're pulling them in the box. They're going to play it better, trust me, guys. Even if we don't man people up, do something like this. You can pull them in the box regardless just to make it look like you're manning them up. So if your opponent decides to pass. But again, it's a little better to man people up, as you guys see right there. He gets a better gain right there. Nobody's really plugging holes up as much. So I would recommend, guys, if people are running on you, again, I'm going to show you guys this out of the 3-3-5 in a little bit. Make sure to man people up. It doesn't hurt. Worst thing that could happen is they get toasted. You have some zones behind it to help you out. So, boom. So here's the next play. Buck slant show 2. I'm actually going to go turn my auto flip back off because I don't like playing with it unless it's like certain situations. That's just me. Now, this buck slant show 2 is very, very glitchy. And what I like about it is if you have a fast dude blitzing, so we're going to have Lucas blitzing, that looping blitzer right there is the glitchiest looper I've probably seen this year. So what I like to do is boom, pinch baseline, pinch our D-line, crash down, pinch our linebackers, blitz all. You guys see I'm going to bluff blitz Skandrick. Now, you can set this up a majority of ways. You can turn it into a shell. You can turn it into a cover 3 if you want. Like there, right there, boom. Make sure he's in the box. As you guys see, it's a very, very tough defensive bomb. But you guys see, this looping angle is different. And you guys are going to notice why. If I block my running back, I hover in the middle. Don't hover in one of the gaps. Hover in the middle. You guys are going to notice that he gets a clean shed. Pretty much the running back has to pick him up. Now, what I like to do is I like to run this blitz away from the running back. So as you guys see right here, I like to move this inside guy right there and do something like this. Boom. As you guys kind of see right there, we're kind of playing the situation again. Hover in this gap right here. Again, we're going to block our running back. You guys see that. And you guys see right there, that blitzer is very, very glitchy. It pretty much attacking the weakness of the offense. Now, if you guys want, it's really up to you. You can kind of send it like nickel blitz again, baseline press, pinch your D-line, crash them down, pinch your linebackers, blitz them all. Something like that. And you guys kind of get the gist right here. As you guys see right here, you want to always make sure you're letting that looper do his thing. Because if you don't let that looper do his thing, you're going to have a shitty other looper, pretty much. And you guys see, we end up getting a free shed because the looper ends up distracting the offensive line, and they have to pick up an extra man. Now, if they don't block anyone, again, you can set up the same way. I always like having a bluff blitz. That's just me, though. It really is preference, as you guys see right here. And boom. Kind of, you know, setting up for this blitz right here, as you guys see right there. And our guy comes free. Too much defense. Nothing's open. Everything's in a bag. Now, again, it's the same thing if you guys want to stop the run. It really is. So say they want to do something, you know, where they want to pull out, you know, a little trick, you know, a little halfback base. Again, usually in bunch, I'll motion my guys to the other side or a draw. So, and I'll try to shoot the gap right there. But the mans, you know, especially in draw, they're going to shoot the gap immediately. So that's that Buck slant show too. That's pretty much one of my favorite blitzes to use online. Being very good players with the guys, it's the real deal. Now, last out of nickel normal, I'm going to show you this cover 9, cover 6 kind of a look. The cover 6 I probably like the most because it matches the best, and it's a match defense. So if you're playing someone in bunch or trips tight end, you want to make sure you kind of mix this in every once in a while. You guys are going to notice that it's going to match. Now, what I like to do with this match, I don't really like to make any adjustments, but when I do, I'll do something like this. I'll put this guy on the outside corner and this guy on the inside third, move him in the box, and you guys are going to see if I do that, we're going to have a pretty good shot at shedding. Now, I like leaving the 3 rack alone a lot of the times, but it's really up to you, as you guys see right here. Boom, you guys are going to see everything's going to match. Nothing's going to be open. Everything's covered, and boom, we have a nice box right there if Eli Manning doesn't break a bunch of sacks. I'm just going to throw that away. So it's a really good defense to mix up. A lot of times what I like to do is I'll blitz out of it. So I'll do something like this. Boom. As you guys see right here. Not going to have enough time in the pocket. We're going to blitz heavy, as you guys see right there. My only responsibility right here is to guard this drag. And you guys see everything is completely boxed. Nothing's open. It's a bag. Now, next I'm going to show you this nickel wide. Now, I don't run it too much. I'll show you a couple blitzes out of it, and then we'll get into America's favorite defense, this 3-3-5 Tampa 2. Now, I love this Tampa 2 contain, but we're going to start off with the overload 3 seam. Now, it's a lot of ways to send this blitz. You guys will kind of get the point. What I like to do is I like to baseline always on this, pinch my D-line, crash down. What I'll do is kind of bring him around, and I'll put him right here. And you guys are going to see that we are going to get a glitchy pass rush. And here are the adjustments. Little cover 2 shell, as you guys see right there. And we get the looper around the edge for the nice sack. Now, you guys can also do something like this baseline press, pinch your linebackers, pinch your D-line, crash down. When you pinch your linebackers, it turns into a double A gap type of look. And I really like how it does that, because it really makes the defense have to think twice before they actually run the ball. Because once you see those 2 linebackers stacking, you're going to notice that it's going to be a little tough to throw the ball. But again, our quarterback doesn't even have time to get the ball out of his hands. I love it. I love how you can really just make this look like something it isn't. Now, Tampa 2 contain. What I like to do is, for one of my blitzes, I'll do this. So I'll baseline, I'll pinch my D-line, I'll crash them to the left, spread my linebackers, and what this is going to do is this is going to create a bluff blitz type of look. So, boom, you guys see right here. Since I always want to blitz the linebacker on the side of the corner. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him in a bluff blitz. This bluff blitz vert hook plays so good. Now, you guys are going to see that our linebacker is going to shoot that gap. It's going to be a nice blitz right there. He usually gets by him pretty fast, but you guys kind of get the gist right there. Now, again, you could do something like this. You could baseline. You can shift your D-line to the side of the nickel corner. And what I like to do is I like to blitz all my linebackers. I like to put this guy right here on a blitzing angle, and then I'll use our Murray. So again, something like this. Something like that right there, boom. So, you know, we're really making the offense have to think. I'm going to block a running back, as you guys see right there. And it just really creates a lot of pressure on the offense. You know, they're not going to be able to get the ball out in time, and it's an instant sack. Now, stopping the run out of this, again, it's the same thing. I like to really come out in a cover 2 look, and what I'll do is I'll, make sure that one of my linebackers is manned up with someone, Make sure this guy's manned up. And it makes it easier to shoot the gap. It really does. And you can just run down, as you guys are going to see right here. Right there, boom. And, you know, we end up plugging the gap. But our manned up nickel corner ends up making the play. It's very, very simple, very, very effective, and very, very easy. So something like this. So, boom. As you guys see right there. You want to make sure. I don't know why he's not manning up on A. That's really, really weird. But, yeah. Okay, yeah. Anyways, sorry about that. That was really, really weird. The buttons were like kind of crossed up, but you guys kind of see the point. It's very, very easy to stop. Very, very easy. And right there is probably the most yards they'll get on that run. That's what I really like about that wide 9. I don't go to it all the time, but when I need shed defense, oh boy. And I'll show you the shed defense right now. Now, again, Tampa 2 contain. You guys are going to see that this absolutely sheds out the butt. Now, block our running back. Now, what I like to do is I like to baseline press, pinch my D-line crash out, and I'll kind of, you know, put guys in bluff blitzes. It really is up to you, as you guys are going to see right here. Boom. Now, this is going to shed. I'm just pinching my D-line and crashing out. We're going to stand over that center. And boy, oh boy, do you get sheds. I mean, this is perfect coverage. Again, I don't know why he has all that time and he's breaking sacks. But, again, boom. And if you want to shed a certain way, what I'll do is I'll shift them one way and I will crash them the other. So the offensive line is going to think, or your opponent is going to be like, okay, I'm going to ID this guy right here. I'm going to ID him. I know they're shifting to the left to crash left. And you guys are going to notice that it's just not going to work out in their favor. As you see, Justin Houston's going to get around that block, use his fast speed and finesse move to fight off that offensive lineman right there, offensive tackle. And he's a good player, I guess. I don't really follow the Giants that much, but he has a star under him. Nonetheless, he's not a scrub. Now, lastly, pretty much out of this nickel set, before we get into the nickel over G, I have this 3-3-5. The Tampa 2 is gross. It's disgusting. It's a very good defensive formation, and I'm going to show you why. Now, first, we're going to work on pretty much a blitz out of it. Now, what I like to do, and what pretty much all of America likes to do, is you can press. You don't really have to do anything with this guy. What people will do is something like this. They'll blitz both these guys and try to get a looper. They'll stand in the gap right here, and you're pretty much every blitz going to crash your line out because you're going to get glitchy sheds. And you guys see that nickel corner people will stick right behind that linebacker because the line is going to get confused, as you guys see right there. Boom, boom, boom. Easy, easy sack. Both of them are coming out of tackle. They don't know what to do. As you guys see here, again, move him behind here. Right there, boom. Stand right here. And you guys see. They're just not going to pick them up successfully, as you guys see right here. Everything's bagged, everything's covered, boom, sack. Now, there's another method you can do. Again, you can, press on this. I always like to do it. I like to move him behind, bluff blitz him, and then blitz all my linebackers and stand in this gap. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to create very, very good pressure. Very, very tough pressure, as you guys see right there. And, our linebacker is going to end up pretty much playing everything. And, we're going to have really good coverage. That 3-rec zone is going to cover a lot of things, believe it or not, as you guys see right here. You want to move him behind there. Boom, boom, boom. Hover in that gap. You guys see right there. And you guys see this is the defense right here. So there it is. Boom. Block our running back. And you guys see right there. We manually bump him. Everything's covered. Nothing is open. Everything's bagged. And he ends up eating a sack. Now, to stop the run, what I like to do, again, you can put him here. Man him up on, B. And, just pretty much man everyone up. As you guys see right here. Boom, boom, boom. And again, your user is Lucas. You can really just shoot the gap. What a lot of people do is on inside zones, they'll pinch the line. So, as you guys see right there. Boom, get outside. And we're containing everything. Nothing's open, and he ends up losing 8 yard again. It's very, very simple to cross man people. Boom. That's pretty much it. It's a very, very simple defense. I really, really like how effective it is. And you don't even have to pinch your line half the time. You really don't. As you guys are going to see right here. We're going to shoot the gap, and we're going to end up pretty much stopping him for like 1 to 2 yards. So that's pretty much what you want. Again, you can pinch your line. It's really up to you. Now, lastly, what a lot of people will do is they'll press, they'll pinch their D-line, and they'll blitz a certain side, like something like that. Now, as you guys see, it's not going to come in all the time, but it's going to be very, very effective against just having one running back to block, because as you see right there, he's not quick enough to pick him up, and he ends up eating a sack. Now, again, people will use this, you know, pretty much to disguise it, as you guys see right there. They'll end up blitzing everyone. Boom. And that's a sack right there. It's a very, very simple, very, very effective concept. You have everything bagged, and your opponent is not going anywhere. Now, lastly, I want to go over this over G. It's a very, very effective defense. I don't use it as much, and I know I should, but if you have fast DNs like Julius Peppers, you know, even, you know, Barkevius Mingo, I believe, or Frank Clark even, you know, you want to make sure you put them in this B-gap position. These two guys are going to be your loopers. You want to make sure you have fast guys, so we're going to put Allen Bailey and then Chris Jones. They're both fast, both very, very good. Now, I like running this cover 2 flipped. It's very, very good, and you guys are going to notice that the looper is going to come in effectively if they don't block anyone, so we're not really going to choose a play where we don't block anyone. They'll even come in with the max protect. It's very glitchy. So baseline, crash your D-line out, and you want to make sure on this left side, this is the angle you're getting. You see how on the right side they're kind of spread out? Both are going to one side. Both these are intersecting. Both these are going to intersect, and you guys are going to notice that it's going to be very, very hard to, you know, pretty much pass on this. And after this play, let me show you guys. As you see right there, the looper, he ends up coming free, sack, easy dub. Now, I forgot to tell you guys, make sure you guys are paying attention to every part of this video because it's very important, very, very important. In this big nickel, if you want to be able to make normal adjustments like in any other place, you're going to go to packages. As you see at the bottom left corner of my play call screen, you're going to flick the right stick over once to the left. Boom. Slot CB. That's the package you want. And instead of getting weird adjustments, as you guys saw in that last play, my nickel corner was turned to an inside third. You're going to get something like this. You can bluff blitz them. It really is up to you. You can even, you know, make sure, you know, everything is good pretty much. Right there, boom. So this is pretty much the defense. Do something like that and, you know, hover in this gap right there. So as you see right there, we end up getting our looper in. It's a really, really nice blitz. I really, really like setting stuff like that. Again, I'm going to baseline, crash my D-line out. Don't pinch them. You're going to pinch your linebackers, or you can pull them together. And then you're going to kind of hover in this gap right here. So these are kind of some adjustments I made right here. I'm going to make sure I watch the flats. And, you know, everything in that area is my responsibility. As you guys see right there, pretty much have everything bagged. Everything is stopped. Now, against the run, again, you do the same thing. There's nothing different you do. Man everyone up. As you guys see right there, boom. Move him in here. And you guys are going to notice right there. We are going to make sure that he can't, you know, pretty much break off a big run. Now, you can't really do anything about them breaking a tackle, but you can hit them before they get to like about 2-3 yards. So that's pretty much the defense, guys. I know this isn't one of my more lengthier ebooks, but I wanted to make sure I'm giving you guys a quality product. I want to make sure I'm showing you guys how to run everything right and how it's effective. Now, I forgot, guys, one more thing before we finish this ebook up. I want to show you guys how to stop the goal line, how to get stops in the goal line. And this is very, very tough because a lot of people face this problem, even though it's pretty easy to play goal line defense. This is what I like to do. I like to come out nickel normal. This stops the toss, the sneak, the dive, the sting, whatever the case may be. I like to come out Overstorm Brave. Yes, Overstorm Brave. Now we're going to make sure we have all the popular audibles. Get toss in there. Get our dive. Boom. So first we're going to go sneak. We're going to baseline press, pinch our D-line down, crash them, pinch our linebackers down, crash them. We're going to make sure that we are putting guys out. So boom, once you put them in hard flats or flats over there, they are going to stand out. Now you're going to take this safety. You could either take him or my man, Eric Berry. And you're going to notice that when we snap this, not going to get any yards. He's going to fall down short every time. He's not going to get that touchdown. Again. So something like this right here, boom. I don't like using Barry. I like using that free safety on the other side because I like keeping Barry out there to stop the run. As you guys see right there, nothing. Our linebackers are plugging the gaps. Our linemen are doing their job, and it's a beautiful thing. Now, fullback dive, this is what people will go to if the sneak ain't working. Again, you guys really think that this is going to work on me. Well, you guys are in for a treat. Now, this is probably one of the more harder runs to stop out of this because you really have to make sure that you can shoot the gap right there, as you see right there. But if you don't shoot the gap, I'm going to go into instant replay. I want you guys to watch this carefully because that's what's supposed to happen if you don't shoot the gap correctly. And it's not a bad thing. It really isn't. I try to shoot the gap. Boom. I see the fullback dive to the left. I try to shoot the gap. That lineman ends up noticing me, as you see there, 75. You see him right there? I'm going to zoom in real quick on him. 75 ends up noticing me. There's my user, black circle, ends up noticing me. He lets my man Lucas get in. Lucas ends up making a play in the backfield for a loss. That's a big-time play. But you see, blitzing both those linebackers stops the fullback dive. It really does. Makes it very, very difficult on the guys. So something like that. Now, again, I'm going to call fullback dive. Again, I missed the gap, but who's there to clean it up? Winner, ding, 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 Lucas is. So, guys, it really isn't necessarily a bad thing if you guys can't shoot the gap. It really isn't. Now, we're going to go to the halfback sting. You guys are going to see this is probably one of the easier runs to run, but you guys see, again, my user's there. I shoot the gap, and we end up making the play for about a 2-yard loss right there. It's very, very simple. Now, everyone's most hated play on the goal line. It's easy to stop, but in your shoes, when you're running it, it's tough to run. The toss. Now again, same setup, but this time instead of hard flats, we are actually going to blitz them. Make sure they get out there, blitz them, and what we're going to do is we're going to put our outside guys in hard flats right there. Boom. Now what I like to look for on this toss, I know it's a lot of setups, but I like to really let the defense play its role, as you guys see right there. Boom. I'm shedding, I'm shooting the gap. Boom. Now, what you can also do right here is, I don't like shifting the line because if I were to spread the line, they can just sneak it. It's pretty much a given right there. And, I'll run commit a lot of the times. But if I think it's a toss to a certain side, I'll run commit. So I'm just going to run commit down. I'm not sure what side the run commit or the toss is going to be. But you guys notice when I run commit, you guys notice that our linebacker angles change. So it's very, very important. As you see right there again, I forgot I was calling sneak. Again, like I said, it stops everything. It really, really does. It's great. It's glitchy. It's awesome. As you guys see right here, I'm going to call toss real quick. As you guys see right there, boom. I end up blowing it in the backfield, and, that's just unfortunate. He breaks 2 tackles for a touchdown. But I probably ran that about, out of 10 times, I'd say they maybe get a lucky broken tackle for a touchdown. But other than that, you're stopping in the backfield. It really is very easy. And if you guys really sense a toss is coming, you can contain. What this contain is going to do, it's going to make sure that they stay in the box, as you guys see right there. End up making the tackle behind the line. And I'm going to go into instant replay to show you guys why he stopped running, why he was pretty much stopped in his track. You guys see this hard flat over here. It's essential you have him out there. If you're not going to blitz him, make sure you have him out there. The moment he sees that toss, he's reacting. You guys see that? He's reacting. Our user is back there. We see a gap to shoot. Boom. We end up going in the gap. A real-time opponent, if they see someone shoot the gap, they're going to try and get outside. It's just, natural nature right there. But him being there, it's very, very tough. You're going to have to have a very quick back if you want to try and evade that. It's not happening, though, to be honest, and we end up making the tackle in the backfield. And the reason, this is why I say try not to run commit. As you guys see, you guys will be facing maniacs sometimes in weekend league franchise, salary cap, head-to-head, whatever the case may be, who want to pass out of this formation. Right here, play action, power O. Do something like this. Something like that right there. And as you see right here, you can have the hard flats or you can have the soft squats. Personally, on the side of the tight ends, both tight ends, I like having soft squat. But you guys see right there, everything's covered. And nothing's open. B's open for a second, but you have to make sure that, that's your responsibility right there. So make sure that he is manned up. Boom. There it is. So, boom. So let me set this up real quick, guys. Give me a sec. Something like that. Boom. As you guys see right there. Everything's covered, everything's good, everything's, bagged up. Make sure that, you're affecting that area and that it's not open at all. So that's pretty much it for the ebook, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, make sure to always use your free lab session, guys. I'm always trying to help you guys get better. But again, we went over the buck slant show 2, nickel blitz, match coverage out of the cover 9 show 2, which is the same thing as the cover 6. Doesn't really need explanation. The Tampa 2, how to stop runs out of every nickel formation. The nickel wide 9, this beautiful overload 3 seam 2, and the Tampa 2 contain. And then lastly, the big nickel, how to stop the run out of it, like I said, as well as the other formations. And the cover 2 B gap, you can run it out of any other play. Just make sure it's flipped. Also, guys, on the big nickel overG, make sure that when you have your packages right there where it says it, flick the right stick to the left one time, and you get that slot CB package. So you could do normal adjustments. But guys, make sure to let me know how you enjoyed it. I'm very, very thankful you guys continue to support me in stuff I do like this. Really, really helps me continue to bring you guys awesome bangers. Can't wait. Until next time, guys, I'm signing out. See y'all later.